like the way.
I like the way.
I like the way.
I like the way.
I like the way you move.
There it is.
Hey,
I like the way
you move.
Oh,
I like the way you move.
Yeah,
I like the way. I like the way.
I like the way you move. Oh, I like the way you move.
I like the way.
Yeah, I like the way you move. Hey, I like the way.
I like the way.
This is Milk and Honey right here on Intellectual Radio, and I'm your host, Tashika. And woo, woo, woo.
all right.
Oh, settle down. No need to make a fuss. And I'm here with my great, marvelous, wonderful, fantastic, simply magnificent co-hosts, Michael Kennedy.
Thank you, Tashika.
And Randall Michael.
Randall.
People with that
Randall Michael is in the building.
Let me give them a round of applause.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
And
that.
the great, the one and only, the female eyes, Tashika Benson.
Let them know.
A round of applause. This is a round of applause.
Yes. Hey, if y'all don't know her, you need to check her out. Playwright, singer, actress, comedian. She can do it all. She can do it all.
Indeed.
If you need her to come sing at your church for a funeral. No.
Oh, no funerals.
No funeral.
I've had my share of funerals.
Oh,
But look, we're gonna talk about funerals.
funerals.
We're gonna talk about funeral stories in a second.
There we
Look,
go.
before we go to that, look, I got a Facebook page, Tashika L. Benson, and I have a second Facebook page, Tashika Second Page Benson. So if you have any feedback, if you have anything that you want us to talk about, or if you got anything that you want us to give some type of advice or feedback, then please inbox myself, or you can inbox Michael Kennedy. Kennedy is spelled with the A, K-E-N-A.
hey.
And then you have Randall Michael.
But I don't
He's
check
the
my- I
only
don't check
guy
mine,
that
though.
you would know that has two first names. Wait, he got three first names. Michael, Randall, Oliver.
Oh, there it is. It's out the bag. You know, I'm starting to embrace it.
That's right, embrace
I'm
it.
trying to embrace that. Thanks, Mom.
Oliver, I likes it. Oliver.
Yeah, enough of that.
The
Oliver.
world knows.
Have you ever? How could you miss Oliver?
Oh.
Oliver.
That's
Oliver. Randall Oliver Michael.
That is
I
me.
love it. I love it. You can inbox any of his. Of course, Oliver is not.
No,
on his
it's not.
Facebook.
It's just Randall Michael, like handled only with an R. Indeed.
And you can us on Facebook, and you can inbox us and give us anything that you want to. You may want us to bring up. And like I always say, you can get on there also if you haven't seen and you want to reconnect, maybe Milk and Honey can help you do that. Or if it's someone in your family or a friend that you have and you want to connect with them, then we'll make that happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can
yeah,
do that.
yeah.
We can do that.
Now, you know, and we discussed how we were going to go downtown Saturday days ago. We talked about how we were going to signs, free hugs, free songs.
That's right.
And we gave everyone the address where we would be. No one showed up, but Milk and Honey was there.
We were
there.
We were there. And what a privilege it was to be there. It was to be, because you'd be amazed. Would you tell them how many people they're looking for the gimmick behind it?
Right.
You know,
right.
like they saw Michael singing, you know, they never type of act in Chicago downtown. Usually it's panhandling. So you got dancers, but yet they come there and you want to just hug someone for free. It was like people were reading the signs and was walking back
Couldn't believe
to see.
it. Right.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And we had Randall hug private Even
don't
somebody
think it was
from
1,000. Oh yeah, I got a French hug. She didn't give me a French kiss. Hug from a person from France, obviously.
obviously. But Randall said, if you don't want to hug me, hug yourself.
Yeah.
Hug the person you're with. And it was just really nice.
Yes.
Because we sung for some people and Mike was able to show off his talents on the street.
Mm-hmm.
And he had sung so much. And looked out, he was in his Magnum PI and he sweated right through it. And we just had a wonderful time. And next to us, it was a sax player.
Oh, Lil Howlin' Wolf.
He said
was
they
his
call
name.
him Lil Howlin' Wolf.
Who plays his saxophone in, was it Africa?
Yeah, he said
That's what he
he's
said.
African. And he says he speaks.
Chippewa. Yeah.
He said he speaks Chippewa. I don't know, but he said he can do it. And he said he speaks Chippewa. And I did not dare guess, try to figure out.
Yeah, that boy wasn't the best. But I told you that's a learned lesson. You don't crazy. It's not always best. You just waiting for something just so they can go off.
Look, the worst, Randall, give me your worst funeral story.
Interesting. That's one heck of a. I don't go to a lot of funerals. I tried to. Was the worst one. Guy came in late. Yeah, I came in late, knocked over the.
And knocked over the casket.
Nah, I saw that on the movie. I made that up. Yeah, I'm sorry. I saw that on the movie. he not.
Oh my God!
I got one. Okay. I got one.
Tell us.
This is quickly. The gentleman, the person that got up to do the eulogy or say a few words was, I think, a little and off on a tangent about the first thing he says. Look at the person next to you. Everybody looked at you. He said, "So that person say, stop lying, lying."
Probably was Rem Ferguson.
And
was he an older pastor?
Yeah, he's older dude.
Yep. That was probably Rem Ferguson.
But he went off on didn't really have nothing to do with the funeral, but it was just that. I mean, I don't know. Saying I found it was sad that big family, but the people that were there.
Was this do you remember the guy?
Yeah. I don't.
Was it at Wiley Rock of Ages?
I honestly don't remember. I was there supporting a loved one, but it was like it was intense.
Because I heard that.
It was intense, and he was like, look at me and said, "Stop," and
ain't nobody ever went to this to see him when he was in the film.
He kind of went hard, but it was very awkward.
That's
but
probably
it was truth in it. Don't get me wrong, it was truth in it, but it was just you could tell people.
But
was not too happy
if this the same pastor that I know. That is how he is. He's 91 years old.
Yeah, I think he was an older gentleman.
And he's the pastor. He's a pastor, and he's uncut. He very uncut.
That's when he cut some folks down.
He uncut, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah. Michael, what about you? Tell us your.
My worst funeral was actually my most embarrassing life moment ever. Ever. This is good. Oh yeah, this is good. Tashika Benson, Randall Michael. I was at a church and I had to sing. I did sing. I did quite well. And I also was a musician. I sat up on the pulpit platform on the side, waiting to be cued to come to the organ. 4 stairs up. What I did not know was that those chairs that have 4 legs?
Yeah.
Well, one of the legs were leaning. Right.
Chairs do have 4 legs.
Exactly.
He said, the chairs that got 4 legs?
No.
Really?
No.
Never saw that.
No, most of the ones that have wheels, they're chairs that have wheels. All right, anyway. One of the legs were leaning off the podium.
Oh, no.
Okay, I didn't know one of the legs was off, but apparently the people were sitting behind me knew because they didn't tell me.
Ain't there something?
And they sat back. I think sat behind me, eagerly waiting to see what would happen.
I
was sitting up like this in the chair, but you know how when you sit back to stand up.
Back, yeah.
Yes, that's what I was getting ready to do. So instead of me leaning back to set up, I leaned back
to lay down.
Kept going back. Fell all the way down. All the way down.
Oh my!
To the floor. Oh, people in the choir were saying, "All we saw was your socks." Your legs. Yes, I fell. I fell
head over heels.
It was a funeral of at least 500 people.
Brandon said you were head over heels.
Yeah, it was over head in this case.
Yes,
I guess
that was my worst.
Oh my goodness!
That was my most embarrassing moment of my lifetime.
I would have. Whoever was sitting behind, I wish you would have fell on them because that's not right. You don't see nobody sitting in no chair like that and don't say nothing.
You know what?
That's not right.
You know what? And I respected the people. A lot of them tried to hold their laugh. But when I saw the first lady laughing, that really hurt my feelings.
The first lady was laughing.
The first lady was laughing.
Oh my!
Yeah.
That is yikes.
The first lady was laughing.
So okay. But you hear you better. You know you sit. You know,
was this someone? Was this a church? So like you would never see these people again, or was this some?
I hope to not ever see them again.
I thought it was somebody like it was, like your church home.
No, it's not a present church. This was a few years ago, but it's not a present church of mine. But I suspect that quite a few people probably still remember that. I know I do.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you. Well, that's probably like one of your most embarrassing moments.
Yeah, it was.
I think one of the worst funerals I went to was a funeral. I went to a funeral. I had to sing at the funeral, and it was. You could tell when people they know church etiquette. Mm-hmm. It was a boy, and I think the boy could have been probably 16 or 17. He was sitting on the floor, and a lady had like grease on the palm of her hand. She was braiding his hair
in the church. At a funeral.
At the funeral.
Oh my God.
She was braiding his hair, and then somebody got up to do, remarks. And he was like, I'm gonna do this rap. And the sad thing was, this was a lady that was like in her 70s or something.
Yeah.
So you would think that, what they were doing. I'm thinking it's like that somebody's like, this is a young person. He was, I'm gonna do this rap. Man, I wanted to do this for my grandmama. It's called Don't Stop Till You Get It Wet.
Oh, no.
And he literally rapped, and it was uncensored. He did the unedited unedited version. And then to think, I'm right behind these remarks.
Oh, that probably helped a little.
So I get up, walking towards the guy that's getting his hair braided. Hey, ma.
Wait a minute. So the guy getting his hair braided wasn't even the dude that was rapping?
No.
Oh, Lord.
Then I'm walking past him, and the guy looks up. Man, hey, ma.
What was his funeral?
Who died?
What was his funeral? The red line?
The red line? No, and then the woman popped on side and said, boy, shut up. She about to sing a church song.
That's funny.
Oh, my God.
And then people that are from church, you want to give a few remarks. I was like, this is going to be the quickest solo.
Oh, man.
And right after that, a guy came behind me singing It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday. And they was hollering. I said, oh, geez, this is my cue. I sang and
that's good much.
But
some people, at funerals, sometimes people don't know how to deal with their emotions, so they do the best they can.
That's such a cop out, though. I think.
I understand.
Some people don't know how to grieve,
but they don't. I saw somebody do the stanky leg before
at the
church. Yep, they got up and did it in front of
did you see
all the
that
apostles and bishops, and they said, I want to contribute this to my grandmama. Do the stanky leg.
Oh, that is horrible.
Yeah,
what about these ones that I've been seeing recently, like a boy sitting at home, sitting like he's at home. They have it like a backdrop, and he's sitting in a chair with his leg up, with a blunt in his hand and glasses on, and it's a funeral. Yeah. And they have like a backdrop, like he at home watching the game.
Yeah.
Blunt in another cycle.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope they know.
You would be okay with that?
Well, here's my thing. Funerals are a way of some people have parties at funerals. Like the New Orleans, they don't mourn the dead. They celebrate because you're moving on and that type of thing. So if you're doing something that that was like his favorite, maybe that was his favorite place to be. I don't know about the blunt and all that. That's a bit much. But if you giving somebody like burying someone with their favorite teddy bear or their favorite I don't know.
Their favorite.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm trying here. I'm grasping at straw.
I think people sometimes have a hard time dealing with death and what it is and what it what it really is. I mean, death is death. Okay, I don't care. You can fix them up.
He said what it is.
You can fix them up like they're alive if they want to. They're still dead. You can fix them up eating cornbread, and you could put I went to a funeral one time. They was burying somebody, and they was putting all kind of valuables in the casket. And I want to say, y'all know he's not coming back to get those things. You might as well get it.
Yeah, because soon as you leave that cemetery, them people gonna get all that stuff up out of there.
And I heard a guy there's no such thing as a waterproof casket. So when they tell you that, they lying. He said there's no such thing.
And then my thing is
there's no such thing.
I don't even want because I mean, like you just really, and I say this because some people feel like if you got at such a big status that you should have your business straight. But honestly, everybody needs to have their business straight.
That's right.
Because when it's time to leave here, I don't want, now I want a nice funeral, but I don't want my mom to spend that much on it. I would rather.
That's a hard situation.
Yeah, rent me a casket, and then once we rent it. You can rent a casket.
What half?
No, you can rent it, and then once they leave, they'll take you and put you in a box.
Right.
Like what kind of box? Like a takeout box?
No,
a big takeout,
a wooden box. I would want because honestly, they were doing it anyway. What cemetery was doing that? They was throwing the bodies in the hole and reusing it. Yeah. But I would want you to don't buy it, rent it, rent a real nice one, and then once the people leave the cemetery will put you in that box and they'll keep their casket.
But I think.
Which would you rather, Mike? Well, I'm sorry,
I'll
let you finish.
Yeah.
Which would you rather, to be buried or cremated?
You know what? It whatever it takes for people to recognize and accept the fact that I'm gone and they can move on. That's what I want to happen. Because I really think funerals are not for it's not for the dead.
Sure,
it's for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And a lot of times, even with the whole cremation thing, sometimes without actually seeing the body, sometimes your mind won't allow you to accept that a person is gone. You know what I mean? So the funerals, I think, sometimes helps with you being able to accept the fact that they're gone, grieve like you need, and move on with your life. That's how I see it.
Well, they say that caskets are made out of Tupperware.
The cheap ones. The cheap ones, though. Yeah, the very,
like
cheap
homeless
ones.
people.
Like hard plastic.
Wow.
Ain't that something?
That is amazing.
See?
And then they're going to charge you, and they charge you thousands of dollars for them.
No, those are very, very cheap ones. Yeah, those are the very, very cheap ones.
I don't care what they send me away in because I don't mind. I don't mind because one, it's just a body anyway. This is a shell. The most important part is where my soul lies.
Amen.
So that's what's important to me. So if you could just the bones, the remains, you could. I don't care that much. Now, if somebody else may say, "Oh, I want to be in a vault," then hey, vault them up.
Hey,
and wood is expensive.
And what is that gonna do? You just as dead in the vault as you are in Tupperware.
But you want
it doesn't make no difference.
Not to me. It
don't. I think.
Randall, what about you? You want to be cremated or you want to be buried?
Mine's a little different because I want them to put me stuff me like a taxidermist and put me up on the wall.
Like
somebody
like an elk.
And like you're 100 deer.
Yeah. And then so when they at the end of it, like a bear. That's it. They have me like this. You can't see my hands, but they up in the air like a bear. And the reason I say that is because then I'm always around. What was that? Have me dressed up in a nice suit or something, just to be like.
What was that movie that Samuel Jackson and Bernie Mac played in?
Soul Man.
Where they buried the person they used to sing with in the casket, and they had him standing straight up in the air.
Yeah, see, that I don't know.
Look, have
he's still dead.
You know what? When you bring that up, have you seen Bad Grandpa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And they taking this grandmama around everywhere. They bury it. They finally did the funeral in the house, The granddaddy was horrible. Just threw it in the trunk and just threw it in the water. Right. Yeah, come on. Had his grandson to get out and help him.
Oh my God.
So I said, "Oh my God!" But it's very that is one very funny.
But the reality of the situation is, I feel that it depends on what your beliefs are. But because the ancient Egyptians, they did the whole thing with the pharaohs and burying them in the what do they call? I forget what they call them. Not mosques, but the tombs, burying them in the tombs, and then burying them with their riches and things like that. And then of course people ended up just robbing them, of course.
Absolutely.
But I feel that there should be some respect paid. I mean, you don't, whether it be like if somebody said, "Give my flowers now," you know what I mean? Don't give me my flowers.
That's right.
And it's awkward. You ever notice how like we spend most of our lives fully clothed and being very protective of our bodies. When we die, somebody we don't even know see us naked.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Ain't that weird?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody we don't even know see
the
us
most
naked.
inner parts of you.
Yep.
Well, literally, yeah.
That's right.
Wow.
Literally.
Which is why I'm not gonna say that, but you just maybe you should say that's it. That's the key. Share more of yourself with the world. Get naked, people.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
No, all right.
You would definitely have to have that a type of degree to get. Then, if that's what you want to do, then you need to go and
The
be
what are the views that are expressed on this program are not necessarily the rest of our
opinions
are solely of it, not of milk and honey.
Solely,
right. I get it. No, I get it. That's fine.
Solely Randall Michael's opinion. Now, Randall, you had a real good. This is a good one. So why is it that athletes, why do they get paid so much? And police officers and teachers, they don't get paid nearly as much as like the LeBrons.
That to me, that's one of the biggest problems with our society. Like we have it all backwards as a society. I mean, even in my profession, I thank God I'm able to do it. But I'll get paid buku bucks to play a cop.
Mm-hmm.
But a person who's actually out there living their life and risking their life gets $50,000 a year, something like that. And that it is just it's so backwards. We paying people all this money to put a ball in a hole.
Yep.
You realize this man makes more than a brain surgeon, a heart surgeon, someone who opens your chest up and keeps your life going. He makes more money than that for putting a ball in a hole. That's what's wrong with society. Well, and we praise them, and I think if we put more emphasis, if we switched it around and teachers made that type of money, you wouldn't have kids, robbing and killing for gym shoes. You wouldn't have kids, crazy rappers and all that. Not that there's anything wrong with that to some degree, but I think it's a sordid view that we have as a society where we praise these demigods, so to speak, these people that we put on these pedestals, and they ain't really no better than me. Because they 6'10", because they can run faster. That's to me is what's wrong with society.
Well, one thing I will say about athletes is that we have to consider is the beating that they're putting on their bodies by
choice.
Well, yes, by choice, but these most retired athletes have they have to go through therapy for the rest of their lives. They're like basketball players, their knees generally are messed up, at a certain point. They can't run anymore.
Not a problem. I don't have a problem with that.
Football players, go through. Some of them end up in wheelchairs. Then what about the boxers?
Boxers definitely, but these are all professions injured by choice. The same with others. What about cops?
And not only
who are
that,
injured in the line of duty?
And not only that, but none of them, no matter what your injury on the court will be, or as athletes, none of them will succumb nearly what police would have to succumb on a day-to-day. Now, although I agree with Mike, there are some things that because if I knew that me bouncing the ball and throwing it in the hole was going to give me that much, I'd do it too.
Yeah.
So I think that when they say that your gift will make room for you, it's their gift. And teachers, unfortunately, I think the teachers of yesterday would have been the teachers that should have been getting paid more, because these teachers now, they ain't worth a copper penny.
Well, now
they're just a lot of them.
Yeah,
I won't say all of them.
I know a couple of them.
They're there for. I remember, and I'll never forget this. Like my daughter, the school the school that she was going to, they sent her home. Didn't call and say, "Hey, Mom, we're sending your daughter home." None. She not feeling good. They just let her leave the school.
Oh,
They never did that when I was coming up. No,
never.
you're not just gonna
Just
leave. No, they just sent her home. Didn't, and then how I found out, she called me and say, "Hey, mom, on my way home. Where are you at?" I just left. Left where? School. What?
Yeah, so they basically.
And she was like, "Well, I told them I wasn't feeling good. They told me I could go. They just told you could go.
That's
didn't call
crazy.
me. Didn't say, hey, mom."
Now, if something would have happened to her, God forbid.
Now, look, when I called the school, Randall, this is what they say. Well, yeah, we did allow her to go. But she said she didn't feel good, and we didn't want to just keep her sitting around. Huh? No. My daughter don't make decisions.
You're supposed to call.
And when I bring her there, she is under your care. So when she left and something would have happened, then you would have been responsible.
That would have been your butt.
Because I'm under the assumption that she is in school. Now, if she has left school without your knowledge, that's even something I'll take up with
she be in trouble, yeah.
But I'll deal with her too. But for you to dismiss her and say, go home, now I got a problem with you. Oh, that was a big and teachers now, they'll give you work and they barely know it themselves. I remember my daughter was on the Spanish class and they didn't have a Spanish teacher in the class. They said, well, they have an online teacher.
Oh.
I said, you don't have a teacher that she can sit up here and show and the teacher can say, okay, this, that. She got to deal with somebody online?
Wow.
Well, I mean, that is not the most opportune way, but I mean, it is. These days and times we have meetings like that. As long as they're able to talk and get feedback and get some response, I don't have that big of a problem with it. But what about like the time I've seen they got gym teachers teaching math and science? No, I'm serious.
That's right though.
It's real.
I remember when we got to like 6th grade, we would have to switch classes.
Yeah.
And we would have like the math teacher. Then I'll be sitting in for PE. You are a PE teacher too?
Yeah.
I'm sitting in today. And that's how it will be. But like then back in the day, teachers really, really did care.
Oh yeah.
They'll call your mama on their phone.
Oh yeah.
I'm about to get her.
Shout out to Miss Shout out to Miss Jenny.
Man, Mr. Garrett and Miss Rose, rest in peace.
They
used to. I remember Miss Rose used to pull me in the back by my ear. I will tear your behind her back. If your mama knew you, and I'd be like, I'm so sorry. And you were scared, wasn't you? Ooh,
and you was
out of my mind.
And this is some people always look at me and they say, "Oh, don't be hitting my kid." Now I say, well, your kid is a a-hole. Your kid needs a butt whooping. But what it boils down to is, and I think there's a direct correlation. I said this time and time again. I think it's a direct correlation between when they took corporal punishment out of schools to when they start having all these school shootings. Yeah. When they start having all these bullies and this cyber, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you what, I didn't mess. It was a kid in my class that smelled like pee. Oh Lord. Smelled like pee. And people used to make fun of him. You ain't
telling me smell like pee, Randall.
Well, no, I did. I mean, some people did. But
some people.
Well, some people did. I mean, they made fun of him and things like that. Whatever the situation was, it was very unfortunate. But you knew you better not mess with him too much because Mr. Washington had a paddle, and if you got in trouble, that was your butt, literally. Well, if there's no threat of physical violence, sometimes you'd be surprised what people will do. You'll be surprised. People will talk to you crazy, tell you anything, and say anything to you. But if they stand face to face to you, they won't say stuff like that. You know, and the day that they took corporal punishment out of schools and there stopped being a threat that you would know that you would be in trouble. Yeah. That you would definitely get your butt broke off by somebody. Then guess what? That's when kids started running amok.
And you know what? Randall, you said something to Michael that I agree with too. You said they signed up for the injuries and stuff like that. They know what time it is. And now that's where I come to my defense, because so did the police. You signed up for the pay. You signed up knowing that you were gonna be out here in the street and your life would be at stake. Teachers, you signed up for all type of different attitudes with children. But
do you see that's something that's glory, going for glory or whatever on a completely different level. You're signing up to do something to make the streets a better place. You're not signing up to live this pipe dream people what I'm trying to say, crowds roaring and fans and adoring girls. You know what I mean? They're not signing up for that.
Wow.
They're signing up to make these streets a better place.
Most people in that live, you want better, and if you know that you would make more money doing this or make more money doing that, I know for me, if I knew that, like you're looking at the Denzels, the Keanu Reeves, and all these people that's making
the Michaels,
yeah, making money, and you can't tell me they wouldn't do it because, well, no, I prefer to do something that's gonna make a difference in my community. You have to be your biggest effect is what you do in your home concerning your family. Then you go out and you can make a difference. But a lot of these people are thinking like the LeBron James. They family and
take $18 million a year to feed a family.
And if that's what they're gonna give me, I'm sure gonna take it. And I ain't turning it. You gonna turn down $18 million?
Here's the deal.
What they could do is go to their community and share their wealth.
Yeah, Lord willing, hopefully. But I mean, sometimes you never hear about the good things
LeBron
a lot of the athletes do.
Doing the college thing, wasn't
cool,
he?
And I'm all for that because there's no way that you can even spend that. You can ask MC Hammer, but you can spend that type of money.
Wrong.
But you shouldn't. I think that and now don't get me wrong. I pray that one day I'm able to have a certain amount of money and things like that. But with that comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have more so of something to give back. To people who are less fortunate. I mean, come on. If I'm lucky enough to get a tax return, I try to do something for people. No, I'm being honest. I'm being honest. Normally I don't, but if I'm able to get something, I try to do something. And then granted, it ain't always hundreds and hundreds of dollars here every Sunday I go to church, but if I see somebody, I'll buy somebody some food that's hungry. I'll buy somebody a shirt that needs it. You know what I mean? Give somebody some socks, whatever. Some toiletries, things like that they weren't expecting. You may not say, hey man, let me on the way out, all that old type of stuff. But at the same time, if you can help someone, to me, that's a form of tithing as well. Is it not? Or is there, am I wrong on that? Or? Yeah, that's a form of tithing.
Yeah, it is.
An offering of sorts.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's I think that's what they need to do. And to me, we kind of all over the map here, but when it boils down to just to bring the topic full circle, I think that they are paid entirely too much money. That needs to be a $50,000 a year job, period.
I agree that they're being paid too much, but
the seats would be cheaper. The revenue would be I'm serious. Because the only reason they're able to make that much money is because of the amount of money
that the people are willing to pay.
That. It trickles down. They're paying all this money for this stuff, and that's what's giving these people this higher seniority, so to speak.
Yeah.
And they ain't doing really nothing.
Wow.
Nothing big. I mean, because Tiger Woods started playing golf when he was 5-6 years old. My daddy tried to get me to play golf when I was 5-6 years old. I wish, Dad, I'm sorry I didn't listen. I love you. I'm sorry I didn't listen because you have no innate instinctual knowledge of putting a ball in a hole 400 yards down a fairway. That's something you learn.
Right.
He learned that, and he's making that money.
Yep.
So anybody could be Tiger Woods the way I see it. But I say all that to say we should not put them in this upper echelon, this pedestal like we do, because they're not even the real heroes. They're not. The real heroes are our teachers, our doctors, our nurses, our missionary people going over feeding people.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? That the soldiers, those are the heroes. Soldiers don't even make that much money.
Wow.
But anyway,
that's entertainment for you. That's the world we live in.
We pay people who sing, dance, act. Thank you, Lord. I'm happy I do it. But we pay these people and people that play basketball and football and stuff more money than you pay a brain surgeon.
Wow.
A brain surgeon. To me, that's I don't know. To me, that just seems crazy.
It is. And you know what? With you saying that, it's more so of people, because you get where the demand is. The demand, like if you was to go with music, like you got gospel music and quartet music, they won't make nearly as much money.
That's in the secular,
as people that sing secular music. They won't make that much money because it's people. The people will feed it. And then you look at a lot of black singers, and then you look at Taylor Swift. and you look at what's the Adele. You look at those.
Pam Collins had a great comment. She says, "I agree. Schools are being closed, but athletes are not being out due to economic status."
Woo, that's good.
Now, I mean, think about that. Schools being and
then there being a lot of them turning into charters.
And I bet you, with the amount of athletes that we have in this world from every sport across it, I bet you if they gave a little bit more, and granted it's easy for me to say because I ain't got no money, but if they gave a little bit more, or everybody picked one school, you know what I mean? Because I know it's more. I don't know what the ratio would be, but I would think it'd have to be more athletes than it is schools. Is it not? Or is that crazy? Maybe that's crazy.
No, that's true.
But think about it. They you know what I mean? $1,000 here, $2,000, $10,000 here ain't nothing. Yeah. That's 2 games for you. Come on. And we don't even
one for some of them.
If one for some of them. Like I just feel that they could do more. Now, granted, they have their own problems and issues and things to go with, but I don't know. You know that whole child. Well, I'll leave that child.
More money, more problems.
Well, but to Randall's saying, I think that we need to spend the most money on our future.
Thank you, Mike.
Which includes our kids,
children.
The way this world is headed. It's on a major decline.
You closing schools and opening prisons.
Right. I'm feeling very sorry already for my great grandkids. You know what I mean? Because everything is going down, So I do think we have the most money that should be spent is stuff that is investing in our future, in technology, things that grow us as a country, whatever that may be. That I feel that's where our money should.
It's the children having a safe place to go to school, not having to worry about getting shot on the way to school.
Right, to and from.
Hey, you might like this, Tashika. Tori Catalyst Briggs. Tori B. Rahm Emanuel is building a hotel for a Navy pier, but we have vacant lots.
Right.
Duh.
See?
Whoever that's is.
Tori B.
Tori, you done said something and something more. Come with that. That is true. Rahm, because he's not concerned about the city in its totality. He's concerned about he's concerned about that downtown.
Yeah.
He wants to He want to make it so beautiful, like a Las Vegas. He wants the scene to be popping.
Same way they did New Orleans.
Thinking about the city.
Same way they did New Orleans.
And the same thing with Romner. He's another one.
Right.
They all some jokes to me.
What was it, in months after Katrina, they had the French Quarter and the tour sections back up running.
Yep.
They said you couldn't even tell a hurricane went through there. But to this day, right now, it's still places that are affected by it and have no. It looks like they have no economic help and assistance whatsoever.
Wow.
And what is that?
Or it's like when they're building these condos over here. When they started, I know when they tore down those projects down over there on Jackson. I mean, it took them seemed like this quick to get folks up out of there.
Oh yeah.
And within 2 days, that big building was down, and them condos was up like.
Where they go?
Snap of a finger.
Yeah.
This quick. But then the city will buy a lot, and then we'll put a sign, like if you park there, you get ticketed, you get told. They'll buy that little lot and just sit it there. Just buy it. And then, but I blame Black people a lot too, because we're not knowledgeable about a lot of things. Some of these lots, if it's next to your home, they don't even know you could buy them for $1. $1. These buildings with the X's on it, if you can, but like I said, a lot of Black people don't even get good credit to be trying to get anything.
Well, that's the trick. That's part of it.
But it's because, and this is no pun intended, but on the west side they got so many title loans, max.
Come on,
they're setting you up to say, yeah, come on, we got you, so you could go in debt.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're
go
doing.
in debt. Now, if you go to Oak Park, you ain't finna find no checking the cash and all that. You're not gonna find all that.
Like she said, that's partly our fault. Because
we gonna
if Title Loan could go to Oak Park, they wouldn't. But Oak Park will run them out.
They won't make no money in Oak Park. They're not gonna make money over there.
They ain't got too many of them red light situations either.
No, they don't. Or viaducts.
Right. You go to certain places.
What about viaducts other than Lake Street? You're not gonna see. And then Lake Street stop having viaducts once you get over to Oak Park. Lake Street then it's like the what is it? It's South Boulevard.
Yeah.
And they don't have a lot of viaducts. It's just
So
but that's how they beautifying stuff.
If we know this, this is the thing. If we know this, we know this is a trick. We know it's a system set up to help us basically hang ourselves. How do we fix it? How do we stop it? How do we at least try to turn in direction so that we're able to be able to stop people from coming in our neighborhoods and doing this?
Well, one of the things, it's my personal. One of the first things I think need to happen is we need to stop fighting each other. We need to stop fighting each other. We need to stop being jealous of each other.
Mm-hmm.
We need to stop killing each other, because that is the number one thing that I feel like is killing our Black community. When one person gets successful, instead of us celebrating that person, we want to talk about them. We want to say they so much. What's wrong with a person trying to do better for themselves? All right, we fight each other. We jealous, and we know the Bible says that jealousy is as cruel as the grave. And if we come together and we start taking pride in ourselves and in our community and take control of our community, then we can stand up as a people and say, we don't want this. We're not going to have this. But you'd be surprised, people walk down their own block and won't even pick up a piece of paper off the ground.
Thank you. And I sounds bad, but my daughter came with something a long time ago, me and her joking around. He said, if you litter, you're a quitter. You won't even, it'll be a trash can right in the same vicinity. You won't even take that. I'll hold a piece of chip bag or something in my pocket till I get to a trash can. Mm-hmm. I know it's not a big deal, but if everybody picked up their own trash.
If everybody did that.
If everybody picked up just their own trash.
How you throwing paper down in your own neighborhood? In your own, let me tell you something. I'm guilty of throwing paper down, but I be
lot of people.
I be doing it where I know they're gonna clean like downtown. I know downtown they gonna clean that stuff
downtown,
up.
Downtown, you ain't gonna do it too quick.
All right, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe I'm gonna tell you because I know, like if you walking past somewhere and there's a lot of garbage, people see it. And they're going to throw it down just like that. Mm-hmm. Just because it's there, they see it, blah. They're going to throw it down. And it's not, if it's such a beautiful place and you do it, I think now you just really mean. But a lot of times when you see, there's no way that you're going to see a lot of junk. If you feel that passionate about it, then get out there and clean it up.
This is true.
Get out there and clean it up, because I try not to. The thing that I realize the world needs is just a lot more Jesus. We just got to pray, because we can say all day, we need to stop killing. They know it while they're doing it. They know it and don't. But you have people out here, like I said, they're less. They care less. They are fearless. They do not care. They gutless. So because of that, the only thing that we can do is be prayerful, because as we know this world as of right now, we're demolishing as African Americans. We're getting up out of here. Yeah. And we don't even see it, and we don't even realize it. These young folks don't care. You could say go out all day, and while you out there picketing and laid out in the street, they at home eating popcorn saying, look at these dummies. Cause it's a lot of people that's talking, a lot of people that's going out here laid out on the street because of their cousin.
We don't need another march. She said anything like that. She said we do. We not just block, but while walking I pick up. Okay. So, and then here's the other thing. Because everything you said is right. I think that one of the things that we don't do, we don't interact enough. When I used to live on the west side, when I lived on the west side in K-Town, and I saw a group of brothers hanging out on the block, you know what I do? I would go over there and speak to them. I didn't care what they were doing, but I showed up, and you know what? You know what my point was? Showing them respect. That's what a lot of them don't get. They don't get respect. Going out there praying and doing all that is fine, but when are we going to actually go out there and interact? Shake some hands. Yeah. Get to know people. Understand what people's needs are.
Break down that barrier.
See how we can come together to try to make things happen for ourselves.
Now, next Saturday, not this Saturday. This is Memorial Day weekend, so we hope you do
Parenting
enjoy.
Must come back to the home. She's right.
Absolutely, I totally agree.
Self-love.
With that.
That's right.
Now, next Saturday. Not this Saturday coming up. This is Memorial Weekend.
Y'all, please be safe.
Be safe.
Be safe,
there.
people.
Be safe. But the following weekend, we're going to be out on Pulaski and Madison.
We have a date. Let's get that date.
We're going to give you the date this time so y'all could come. You know what? We're not going to do Pulaski and Madison because right there on that corner by churches, there's like some Israelites. They come over there and they be on standing out there and they have it. Yeah. So what we're going to do right there in that little plaza, you know, where Rainbow, it's like right there in the plaza. It's right there. It's like Hamlin.
Madison, Pulaski Plaza.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that. Tops and Bottoms is right there. Shout out Tops and Bottoms.
So right in that lot, we will be out there next Saturday. Now the date for next Saturday, that's gonna be June, I know. So not the 4th, the 11th. June 11th. Okay. What we gonna do? June 11th. If somebody come stand in for Mike, he'll be out of town.
Who gonna sing? I'll sing. I guess
be out of town, but I sure wish I could.
June 11th. So we gonna send somebody yourself. We're gonna be right on Madison, right in that plaza area.
Yeah.
Where there's a rainbow. I think it's a shoe
Madison
time.
and Springfield.
Madison and Springfield. We're gonna be out there next Saturday passing out water.
Bring your
and then we're gonna have a few more other things. We may be giving out. I'm gonna try to see if I could give out some nachos, little things like that.
Ooh, I like nachos.
Have a whole little thing and have a little sweet bag for kids.
And if y'all want to participate,
it'll all be free. That's right. Inbox us if you want to participate.
Tell us what you want to do. Have an idea. If you're gonna meet us down there, just inbox us. Let us know. Give your information. We'll continue.
And if you want to donate something for us to be, if you're too scared to get out there and you want to send something, I ain't
gonna lie.
That's
fine. I'm scared, but I'm still gonna show up.
Intellectual Radio.
I'm gonna wear my running shoes.
We're donating water.
Hey man.
So come out there and bring these young folks.
Fruit.
Bring them out there. Fruit.
Yeah.
Bring whatever. Bring them out there.
They're gonna be so shocked because they're gonna think somebody trying to get something from them. But
and we don't want nothing.
We want to show the act of giving
of
and
love.
Engaging and connecting and coming together.
June 11th. Please do not forget.
Anika says she'll sing.
All right.
Anika will sing too.
We can do a duet.
Anika, everybody, June 11th, 1 p.m. Madison and Springfield in the plaza. Remember, I love you all, and if you don't love me, you bet not die. This is Milk and Honey on IntellectualRadio.com from 5 to 6 p.m. every Wednesday. Please always join us every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Never compromise your integrity for popularity. It ain't worth it.
All right. Have a good day, people.
Okay,
not you guys. Intellectual.
I like the way
you move. Ooh. I like the way you move. I like the way. Latoya said she'll be there in the hood. Oh, yeah.
I like the way.
She said that's
I got signs. I got plenty of signs.
Yeah.
So if you want a sign, I got sign and markers.
That's right. I love you too.